Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is RRPG here, and welcome back to RRPG Livestream, where we're going to get back on track with Chrono Trigger on the PC. And in the previous episode, we resumed where we left off with within the Middle Ages with battling Ozzy on the bridge of the Zenan Bridge, and then we went through the Denadoro Mountains to try and get the Masamune for Frog, but we only got part of it, and we managed to get the Hero's Badge back from Tata, and then we took a trip to the Middle Ages. I mean, not the Middle Ages, but the Prehistoric Age, so that way we can get some Dreamstone to repair the Masamune, and we got it fully repaired now, and now we're with Frog today, and we are going to go into the Fiend Lord's Keep. Yes, Magus the Fiend Lord is who we're going up against in this episode, and then we will make a trip back to the Prehistoric Age to take care of Azala in the Tyranno's Lair, and then we'll probably make our way towards the Kingdom of Zeal. But we'll see how far along we get. But I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch me today. And hello there, Eelzap. I saw you in the in the chat. So thank you for joining in on the live stream. So let's go ahead and load up the game, and we'll get some of our Chrono Trigger gameplay going on here right now. So yes, I am very excited to get on with some more of this gameplay because, well, I believe I've been off this game for a bit too long, so let's go ahead and load back up where we were. And we're just right before the Fiend Lord's Keep, if you know, you can just plainly see right there. And we got Frog and we got Marl with us, so we are going to go inside and take care of business. This is it. Yep, right before Magus's Keep. It's where we're gonna fight off against that Fiend Lord. And thanks for the emojis there too, Eelzap. If you want to get, if you want access to my own emojis, then you can hit that sub button, and that way you can actually, you know, get access to my emojis if you want to. Or at least if you have Amazon Prime, then you can at least get the Tier 1 for free, and you can use that as your emoji. But anyway, we're inside the Fiend Lord's Keep, as you can plainly see, and it looks like everything is kind of calm and smooth. And 16-Bit Jeff, I saw that you were hosting, and thank you so much for doing the host. And yep, it's time for me to break a leg and actually kick some butt and get back to actually playing a game that I really love to enjoy. So yeah, as you can see, we're just going through this place right now, and it seems like the people we're talking to, they seem like they just all of a sudden just ended up here inside of this castle. You know, it's really great that we're seeing them again, but is it truly them? That's the main question we gotta ask ourselves. And just from looking at, you know, this place right now, with everybody laughing, and with us getting these free items, I highly doubt it. But, as you know what they say, when there's no music, that's when you say to yourself, it's quiet. Too quiet. This is our treasure. And what's the deal with the bat right there? Why is the bat following us? And this kid says, let's play. Well, you know, when it comes to live streams, you know, this is always an indication that this is a live stream / let's play. Now, of course, I did this let's play not too long ago. Oh no, it was last year that I was playing this game on my YouTube channel. And it was the Super Nintendo version, although I played from a translated patch off my Retron. So, and I didn't really personally like the translation that we got for the SNES version. I mean, I know it was done by Ted Woolsey, but, you know, it's just not my cup of tea. And yeah, as you said, Eelzap, no music, it's too scary. That's why I said, it's quiet. Too quiet. Or, is it really that too quiet? There's a thing sparkling in the middle. I wonder what that does. Let's go in it. Or let's touch it. Yep. Ozzy! Yep. That green blubberbutt has just... Oh boy. he has just caused an illusion for us all. We thought he had everybody here for his own taking, but nope, he was just playing mind tricks with us. Welcome, Glenn. Or should I say, Sir Froggy? Never expected to see you here. Are those your replacements for Cyrus? Lord Magus is a tad busy right now. You'll have to take up your business with me. No, Ozzy, we don't even have to do that, as we have our business with the Fiend Lord himself. After you take it up with the Master Swordsman Slash and Flea, the Magician, that is. Oh, right. Yep, it's battle time. And all 100 beasts in this keep, of course. There's that slow down Kefka laugh that he did. Now, I think with these guys, you have to attack them with magic for them to do any damage. Or can you attack them with the Masamune? Probably the Masamune. Oh no, we can attack them normally, so yeah, that's pretty good. But yes, we have to fight off against all these fiends here in this place. So that way we can actually get closer to the Fiend Lord. So, of course, when you go into a boss's dungeon or a madman's dungeon, there's always going to be some sort of curveball that's thrown into the mix. So yeah, I decided to go back to play this game once again. I know it's been about, maybe about a little over a month since I've been on this game, since I've been trying out some other things too, like, and all that other good stuff. And hello there, Lord Doom. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. I thought I could entice you with me playing some Chrono Trigger tonight, and it's good to see that you made it here to the live stream. Yeah, just kill them all for a delicious experience, the best reward in RPGs. And yes, I am doing really well. Thank you for asking. Or, yeah, thank you for asking. But, anyways, so yeah, I decided to return to doing a live stream of this game because, well, it's been far too long, and honestly, if I'm ever going to make some, so I'm just gonna, you know, continue where I left off, so that way we can actually pick up the pace where we last were. Or else we're not gonna get anywhere with this live stream series, and I do want to get somewhere playing this. You can never have enough Chrono Trigger, totally timeless, so to speak. You got that right there, Eel Zap. You most certainly got that right. Dance, dance, the god of all fiends is born tonight! You say so, but, Ah! The sacrifice has arrived! We're no sacrifices. That's just you playing mind games. Ouch. 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 Oh, you didn't even do, like, a Dragoon's jump there. So, you're trying to be different from the rest of the bunch. Oh, I see how that totally is. You frickin' Spectre. I think that's what these are called, specters. Oh, I'm not sure. But of course, as you said there, Eelzap, you can never get enough of Chrono Trigger when it comes to a game like this. It's so timeless, and it has aged really well like wine. Or they're called Lancers. But I know some people out there might be wondering, you know, when I fully get done with Chrono Trigger, if I, you know, get around to showing off all the endings, will I ever get around to doing Chrono Cross? Maybe, but that's not in the pipeline. Not anytime soon. And I know some people would not want me to play Chrono Trigger because of them not having a really good opinion about the game. Specifically, one person who I do know who's in the chat tonight. If you know what your name is, wink wink, nudge nudge. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you all are having a very fantastic night. My night has been very, very fantastic. With, I managed to get a Mayflash Magic NS adapter for my Nintendo Switch, so that way I can actually play any of my other Pro Controllers aside from the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller on my Nintendo Switch. So I can play something like either a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, or even a Wii U Pro Controller on my Nintendo Switch, because I can't really stand that D-pad on the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. It is really bad. Chrono Cross is, at the very least, the best game named Chrono Cross. Oh, I see how it is there, Eelzap. Please help us escape from this eternal suffering! More Lancers who we have to go up against. So, and I even tried out that Mayflash Magic NS adapter, and my god, it works really, really well, and I'm glad I picked that up. So, expect me to play, the rest of the games in the Mega Man X Legacy Collection number 2. Expect me to play those games with the Nintendo Wii U Pro Controller going forward, because that D-pad is actually more quintessential than the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. I'm going to make the game named Chrono Cross just despite that statement. I'm going to make a game named Chrono Cross just despite that statement. Yeah, I know the developers, they said, the developers who worked on the game, Hiromichi Tanaka and Masato Kato, they were well aware of the backlash that they would get from Chrono Cross, but they were going in the mindset that the name Chrono as a video game definitely meant meant almost anything other than Chrono Trigger. It means that the gameplay can evolve from game to game, but I don't think that's what a lot of people were expecting when they played Chrono Cross for the first time. I mean, in my opinion, the gameplay, it is very confusing, but it definitely does hold up. I mean, it definitely is easy to pick up and play, but the story, yeah, it's very confusing. It really should have just been like its own IP. Because it had less to do with time travel, even though there were some segments that showed up in the present time that came from the different time eras in that game. But it didn't seem like it went in full circle for it to be considered a true successor to Chrono Trigger in a lot of people's eyes. Me included, even though I will admit that Chrono Cross was the first game that I played in the Chrono series, and then I played Chrono Trigger and I was like, wow, Chrono Trigger, in my opinion, is definitely the much better game, because it makes more sense, the gameplay holds up really well, and it's very revolutionary. It seems you freed my undying slaves. Such insolence. Who could that be? Why, if it isn't Slash! Or should I say in the Japanese version, is Soy Saw. Because if you play the Japanese version in... if you play the Japanese version, then Ozzy, Flea, and Slash are respectively called Vinegar, Mayonnaise, and Soy Sauce, as a representation of the condiments vinegar, mayonnaise, and soy sauce. Kind of goes along the line of how Akira Toriyama names his characters after foods and condiments, which is a very popular trend that he's done for Dragon Ball. It has been ages, Slash. Now, of course, when it comes to their names as Ozzy, Flea, and Slash, they're named after the famous musicians, Slash from Guns N' Roses, Ozzy Osbourne, and Flea. But anyway, it's time for us to go up against this madman of a swordsman. I must admit, I'd not even dreamed you would find the courage to come here. Had Cyrus not been with you the last time, your fate would have been the same as all the others. But I'm sure you'd have fit right in with those skeletal servants of mine. Oh, you say that, but we'll see about you. You're not even that intimidating there, Slash. So yeah, Slash's first form is actually very easy. But you do fight him twice, because he does actually have his sword that he still has sheathed on the wall. Because that will actually be the true fight when we go up against him. So yeah, Slash is actually a pretty cool boss, for him being a swordsman-type character. Sometimes in the FMV, the opening full-motion video sequence for the PlayStation version of this game, or any other subsequent version after the Super Nintendo release, that scene where Chrono is fighting a bunch of monsters out in the battlefield? I would like to think that Chrono was actually going up against Slash, even though his coloration was very different. Because they both fight with swords and all that. Seems like it's a really bad spot for Slash to be in, because you can see the interface. You can see the interface is already over Slash and Marl for that instance. Okay, go ahead and heal Frog before he ends up biting the dust. Alright, we got his first form down. You've some prowess. For the first time in ages. Perhaps I'd best employ all my own as well. So yeah, he was holding back. And you without Cyrus. You've no hope. You say that. Okay, let's get Chrono healed up there. Get him back in full fighting prowess mode. And he used a, I would say an air slash, but we're not playing Star Ocean by any means. Cross slash an enemy. Let's cross slash him. Oh yeah, that's gonna be Slash's own Achilles heel when it comes to both Chrono and Frog here. Ouch. Now, Marl, you need to heal yourself. And also, speaking of that Mayflash Magic NS adapter for my Nintendo Switch, expect me to play the upcoming Mega Man 11 when that comes out on Tuesday, but I will be doing a live stream of that the next night, because I do have to go into work at midnight that night. Man, Star Ocean is the... Star Ocean was the what there, Eelzap? Oh, I can't even tell. Oh, Star Ocean is the dog? What a great game. Oh yeah, which one? The original or second evolution? Because I definitely thought that second evolution was a much better game. Yes, Mega Man 11 comes out this Tuesday there, Eelzap. Oh, the Star Ocean is the goat? Oh, okay. Meh. Star Ocean is the goat. Meh. Just saying goat makes me want to play something like Goat Simulator on the PC or something. I couldn't even tell if that was a goat or a dog that you put in for the emoji there, Eelzap. Ooh, he got everybody in that slash. That's not a good spot for us to be. Yeah, so pretty much in this battle, you would want Marl to actually be the healer. You would want her to be the healer throughout the, you know, the entirety of when you're inside this place. I know if you had Luca, then you can also do the Delta attack. But the thing is, you really do need a healer at all times. Yeah, you're not taking any prisoners, are you? Yeah, he's counterattacking. This is not good. Oh, we finally got him. Cool. Both the first two are probably top 10 for you. I love them equally. Yeah, I mean, the first two games, they're actually pretty good. But it's just after the third game is where you know, the Star Ocean series, in my opinion, actually went really downhill. This whole area is so exciting. Oh, this place? You got that right. It is pretty exciting with what this whole area is of the game. Anyway, we got the Slasher, so that actually increases Chrono's strength by 74 and his speed up by 15, so it gives him a +2 speed for him to increase his speed a little bit more. So yes, we're actually done with Slash here, and we just took care... we took care of him, and now, since we took care of him, we actually can use a shelter to heal our heal our HP and MP, magic points and hit points, before we go take on Flea. But yeah, I really hope that Mega Man 11 is actually really good when it comes out this Wednesday. I actually got the Nintendo Switch version because it actually comes with the amiibo. I did get the one with the amiibo edition. Because I actually do like that design of Mega Man. I was like, oh, when I saw the amiibo for that, I was like, oh crap, I need to get me the amiibo of that ASAP. Or I need to get to that version ASAP. I wonder how many people are actually going to pick up Dragon Ball FighterZ for the Nintendo Switch when that releases. Because that comes out tomorrow. For at least the United States. But I think Europe is also getting it tomorrow as well. But the thing is that... coming up this October, it's really going to be very hectic with game releases for me, because Well, that's the month. October is the month when I have to pay for my car tag renewals. And that's not always fun. Oh, Marl's got a level increase, and she learned Haste. I would imagine a ton of people. Dragon Ball FighterZ has gained a lot of momentum. Oh, you got that right. It gained quite a lot of momentum as of recent. And definitely, probably the best fighting game this year, if you ask me. It's a lot fun. Oof, at least that means you pass Smog. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely say that there, Eelzap. So, yeah, I know that there's gonna be some great hits coming out in October. You know, like Mega Man 11, which I already have in the cards. Starlink Battle for Atlas, which I do want to get the Nintendo Switch version at some point because I want to get that starter pack that has the R-Wing from Star Fox. Because that looks dope, if you ask me. Do you want our treasure? Yes. Okay, but first, play with us. Please, pretty please. Yeah, we'll play with you. Ooh, these guys. If anything, Wind Slash you guys into Eternity, because you take damage with, magic-based spells, and not by physical strength. Obtained a Barrier Sphere. And yeah, there are other games that are also coming out this month, too, that I'm actually really excited about, too, but... Like the new Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. That is one that's always been on my mind to actually try that out. But unfortunately, I don't have the, But unfortunately, I gotta save my money, you know? Oh, so you can't attack him with magic and with brute strength, huh? The Annihilation Zone! A negative airspace that has rocks coming at you! It totally rocks. Or it could be the Phantom Zone in DC Comics for all we know. So, what's on tap for me in terms of the live stream space this weekend? Well, of course, with the live stream space this weekend, I am returning to Trails of Cold Steel 2, which has been my weekend series of live streams, because I am really big into JRPGs, especially like this one, but that game is so huge I'm doing that during the weekend, so it's something that I really enjoy and continue to have fun playing. And I really do like the story of that game so far, with what it's all going for. And of course, The World Ends With You Final Remix is coming out too. October is definitely a wallet killer. Mega Man 11, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, Warriors Orochi 4, Soul Calibur 6. Yes, Soul Calibur 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2 are the big ones that are coming out this month. Those are some really big hitters, and I definitely think that Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably going to be the game that gets the most sales, and I hope that Soul Calibur 6 gets in a lot of sales, because I want to see that series, you know, continue to strive instead of, you know, fading into obscurity, because they did say that not Chrono Trigger, but Soul Calibur 6 could be the last game in the series if the sales slump for that game, and I really do not want that to be the case. It seems like the rest of this year, going into January, at least in January and possibly February and March, they're going to be wallet killers for a lot of people. I mean, when it comes to December, I mean, we have Smash Brothers coming out. When it comes to January, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 2 coming out, as well as New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and, you know, some other good stuff. And for February, Oh, heck, I can't even... Oh, wait, February... of course, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition in February. In January. But in February... oh, geez, I can't even remember what big is coming out in February. I know there's something big coming out in February. But I also do know that the big thing in March is actually going to be Devil May Cry 5. It's like the gaming industry has gotten in a really good spot where it's going to try to eat up a lot of people's wallets during that, 6-month gap. And that's insane. The Magician Flea, I presume. Oh yes, DOA 6 and Left Alive. That is true. Dead or Alive 6. That's Dead or Alive 6. That's also one that I'm actually kind of curious about to see how well that plays out. That was not Flea. Where's the true one? Tee-hee-hee, I am right here. I am here. Right here. Yep. That bat who was following us all along, spying on us? Yep, that is the real Flea. Greetings, little green one. What's with her? She is a powerful magician. Do not lower your guard. Flea is not the mere woman she seems. Yes, I'm a man after all, right? That's a guy? Yep, there is cross-dressing in this game. Well, I mean, transgenders in this game. And we have, drag queen, we got ourselves here with Flea. So yes, we're going up against Flea the drag queen in this fight. Tee-hee-hee, man or woman, it's all the same. Power is beauty, and I'm deliciously strong. Poor little Froggy, you must be lonely now that Cyrus is gone. And to be turned into something so hideous, how dreadful! But since you've brought your new friends over to play, let me show you all a good time. Oh, we'll have a good time with you there, Flea, you drag queen of Fiend Lord's minion. Anyway, I need to get your MP back in top tier condition there, Chrono, because we're going up against this doohickey of a dude. Or a drag queen. That's what Flea is a drag queen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Wind Waltz, so you're using Confuse, eh? Ouch, so yeah, we're gonna have to try to heal Marl if we can. So remove status ailments for her. So that way we'll get her back in top tier shape. Yeah, so that's the thing you gotta be careful with this boss fight when going up against Flea, is that he or she will use the Wind Waltz on you, and that will cause one of your characters to be confused. And you know, when it comes to JRPGs, when you're in confusion status, that is not a good sign. Even if you're playing something like a tactics game like Final Fantasy Tactics, being in confusion status, just be prepared to be in some rage-inducing moments. Oh, Poison Cloud, Rainbow Smog. But Frog is not affected by the, Frog is definitely not even affected by the, Ooh. Yeah, we better heal ourselves. Where's that barrier sphere? Oh, no, it just... Oh. Get a mid-potion for Froggy here. Confusion is even worse than petrification. Oh, you got that right. Oh, bad. Confusion is even worse than petrification. Oh yeah, I mean, when your characters are confused and you need to try and do your best to make sure you're in the heat of battle and make sure that everything goes your way, it's not always going to go your way when you look at things. Gosh, you're going to use the look again? Oh, come on! That's not cool. With you countering us like that. Man, Chrono's about to bite the dust here. We need to get everybody healed. Bad. Man, this man-woman hybrid is really giving me a hard time there, gamers. Ouch. Not what I envisioned. And, did I get a follower there? Yes, Eelzap, thank you for the follow, man. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, I better get him back to his feet. Man, we better start doing damage to this boss, or we're not gonna get anywhere with this fight. Rainbow Beam. It's a blind status. Is somebody blinded? No, nobody's blinded. Nobody's blinded by the light, so if we can get through the rest of this fight without any problem, then we should be golden. Ouch. Yep, so that attack actually, you put people to sleep, eh? The physical attack. Or it just has a chance to do that. It doesn't always do that at 100%. Okay, finally! We got Flea! We got this man-woman hybrid. But I'm so beautiful! Lord Magus! Yeah, go back in the hole from whence you came from there, Flea. We got your magic capsule, so we'll use it for our character, Chrono here. Okay, so we took care of both Flea and Slash, and now we need to go take care of Ozzy, and he's probably going to be the hardest that we're trying to go up against, or, you know, to make our way all the way to the top, at least. He's going to be the most mischievous, let's put it that way. But right before we head upwards, we're going to need to actually not only save our progress, but heal our characters too, so that way they'll be in tip-tier shape when we're going up the stairs all the way up the Fiend Lord's Keep. Just everything about this game, its settings, its time periods, they just all scream variety. They're just so fantastic. Alright. Let's see if we can avoid the rest of the fights going forward. But hey, we'll continue to level up in the process while we're at it. Frog, you are safe. That will not do it all. Oh, yes, it will do. You just don't even know. Oh, suck. The bats bite your blood. But that's not going to be enough to stop us, now is it? Go ahead and get the Sorcerer real quick, so that way, when we defeat the Sorcerer, it won't even use that Annihilation Zone technique. Although I'm pretty sure it's going to. Yep, it did. I spoke too soon. I never even expected these enemies to be so freaking powerful, but then again, as you continue going on in this game, you're gonna continue going up against stronger adversaries. And I do apologize for the barking. That's my dogs. One of them usually barks a whole lot during this time, and it's not something that I can try to stop them from doing. That's just in their blood, that's how they roll. Okay, Morrow got the level increase to 21. Okay. Go ahead and aura both Chrono and Frog and yourself. Okay. Kinda makes you want to play the song. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who? God, that's such an old song. I remember when I was in middle school when that song came out, it was just so popular, and it's just like, how is it that that song has gained so much traction? I mean, even though it's so simple, but yet it's so silly. Alright. Now we're done with all the enemies in this room, and now Frog's level increased to 21. Okay, let's go Let's go heal our party real quick before we actually take on the upper levels of this place. And we will avoid everybody else, too, in the process. So that way we can continue going where we left off. Okay. Do this real quick. And use a shelter. Save our progress, and it's time for us to go up. You're at level 20, Frog? Holy crap. I figured you would probably be at the same level as where Chrono and his group are right now. Well, specifically Chrono and Marl. But, let's see if we can do something about that. Let's, go forward. Oh, yep, here comes the gauntlet of heavy hitters. Well, I wouldn't really say heavy hitters, but a big plethora of the fiends who we're going up against. While rocking out to this awesome battle music in the process. And we got the heal ability. And heal is pretty much like Marl's Cure, but you can actually heal allies. But the only difference is that the magic strength of the heal spell, the strength of Frog's magic when compared to Marl's is not that strong at all, so the heals are actually a lot weaker. It just hit at the perfect time. As a culture, we were still into vaguely Eurocentric novelty dance tracks, Barbie Girl, and it had enough smarts to be irritating enough to stick around in the collective subconscious. You got that right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Eelzap. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You really hit it right on the head, man. That means we're gonna have to deal with Annihilation Zone twice. From the Sorcerer. Oh yeah, and I remember that November is actually gonna be a big month for those who really enjoy the Spyro series, because Spyro, the Reignited trilogy, is finally when it comes out during that month. Really thought it was completely blasphemous and just utterly absurd that Activision would just delay that game when it's going into a really big month. And of course, with this holiday season, you can't, I mean, the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is coming out, and you know what they say, you gotta get your, when you're playing any games in the franchise, you gotta get your map packs for your Call of Duties. And the special editions console. And if you're wondering if I got that from Super Mario Logan, yes, I did, when it comes to Black Yoshi. But the thing is, I don't actually watch his content anymore because of how utterly babyish he has been when it comes to YouTube. And yeah, I can definitely relate to him with how craptastic that YouTube's policies have been for a lot of people. But with him raising that big of a tirade about it, it's like, I kind of really lost all respect for the dude, if you know what I'm talking about. But all you really care about is the new Ketsui. Better get these guys before they raise a lot of crap with their with that ability it has that will actually hurt us quite immensely. Okay, we finally got it. Get everybody back on the heal train here. Tex. There you are, you miserable maggot. So, you've made it. Slash! Flee! Pardon, Ozzy, they cannot help you anymore. You fly-eating, tongue-flicking... Ozzy's in a pickle! Well, of course you're in a pickle, because your name is Vinegar in Japanese. You'll not escape us. Yeah, you tell that butthead. And we got a misrobe. I'll give that to Marl. Or can I give that to Chrono as well? Nope, I can't do that. Okay, so I'll just give it to you. I think it's a female-centric item. Yep. Let's go further and see more, see about that, that coward. Welcome. Make me think of, Edgar Ector from Era the Acrobat 2 whenever you're playing that, that minigame, and he says, welcome. Quite an old, obscure game, too. I know a lot of people don't remember Era the Acrobat that much, because Era the Acrobat was definitely one of those characters that was trying to make its way, that tried to make a name for itself with the, you know, the whole mascot craze that came about during the 90s after Sonic the Hedgehog's popularity. What? Impossible! Get back here, you coward. Okay, Deathclaw, so that's a new piece of equipment for Robo. Yeah, Deathclaw. Era the Acrobat lives next door to Rocky Rodent for a lot of people, unfortunately. Yeah, pretty much there, Eelzap. And Rocky Rodent, I used to play that when I was a kid, but looking back on it now, it really hasn't aged well, because there are certain things that are just... that don't really age well like wine, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that whole thing with where you're trying to... with where you're trying to run to actually be like Sonic the Hedgehog, it's come more to the fact that, you know... it just, it's way too fast and you can't really see what's all coming in front of you. I mean, for Sonic it makes sense, because that's when, you know, when you don't have a lot of things that's in front of you about 90% of the time. It ages like milk? Yeah, Rocky Rodent ages like sour milk, if you ask me there, Eelzap. And it's kind of hard, too, when you get to the end of the game. And you have the police officer from The Simpsons as another emo. I mean, if oh, I can't even fight against that one? Lame. If Fighter Chaos were actually watching, he would definitely be a good BFF to you when it comes to The Simpsons, because he actually, you know, really likes The Simpsons quite a lot. He could even quote some of the most obscure things from that show, too. Like, no gabbos. Which is our way of saying no swearing, which I don't tend to swear that much. I don't really swear that much in my live streams anymore. I mean, I try to keep everything calm and collective when it comes to my live streams, so that way I don't even get hurt by Twitch. But when it comes to fighting games, that's kind of hard to keep. That's kind of hard to keep down because of you being in the heat of the moment when going up against opponents everywhere. Okay, when you're actually down here, this actually can be a very good spot to where you can actually grind quite immensely. But if you go through the wrong place, then that's gonna make you go down in this spot again. Okay, but you want to go up against these guys because they offer some really great experience points. Even though they are kind of hard to destroy, they're kind of like the alkaline and acid from the future. Yeah, they offer some great experience points and some... yeah, just mostly experience points. And Frog's level increased, and Marl's increased. Yep, it is grind time, and... Oh, hello there, Oro from Street Fighter 3. Which, speaking of which, I was playing a little bit of Street Fighter, a bit of Street Fighter 2, the Hyper Fighting Edition, as well as Street Fighter Alpha 3 last night, and even a little bit of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I decided to go into Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Third Strike because after playing Street Fighter 2, I will never play Street Fighter 2 again because that game, I know it revolutionized fighting games, but playing it today, it's another one of those games that aged like sour milk, if you ask me. It's just, it really hasn't aged that well, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, we have to fall down again. A3 Goki, 100% VSMs, CCs, yeah. When going up against Akuma, you mean? Yeah, Akuma, he is still pretty, cheap when it comes to him in any of the iterations of Street Fighter. Hyper fighting is bad as, smoke or whatever. Or Toiler, or App Toiler, I don't know, but, yeah, Hyper Fighting hasn't aged well, but yeah, I will say that Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is definitely a better game, because it does, improve on some of the bad stuff that went on with, Vanilla Street Fighter 2, and even, Champion Edition, and, Hyper Fighting. But my god, that version of the game is hard. That's why I enjoy Alpha 3 and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike so much, because they're much more polished games, in my opinion, and they're more free-flowing when it comes to their combat. So many of these, so little time. But yeah, when it came to me playing Street Fighter Alpha 3 last night, I actually managed to beat arcade mode as Ryu, and I never thought I could actually do that. I mean, I only did that when I was playing the PSP version, because that game, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, is actually a much easier port. But when it comes to the arcade version of Street Fighter Alpha 3, when going up against M. Bison at the end, it's really one of those things where you have to be strategic and not let him bait, and try to not have him bait you for him to use his Psycho Crusher ability. Third Strike is one of the best 2D fighters of all time for sure. I love that kid. Oh yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is a really fun game, and it's definitely the best Street Fighter game in my opinion. That and Alpha 3, they're like tied for my my most favorite Street Fighter game of all time. But Street Fighter 2, Vanilla Street Fighter 2, as well as Hyper Fighting, nah, it hasn't aged well. Hasn't aged well like Clay Fighter, if you ask me. And that's an obscure game you thought you would never hear about, and I didn't want to go up there, but that's okay. Can we actually, fall down a pit again? Yes, we can. We got one more shot. Don't go in the wrong one. Okay, cool. But yeah, Clay Fighter, you never thought I would actually talk about that game. Now that's a game that I remember from my childhood, from Interplay, when they actually made some very interesting games during the 90s for the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. And I know that Earthworm Jim was one of those actually better games that they put out, and Earthworm Jim is definitely one of my favorite SNES games of all time, because I really like the game for its music, and it's easy to pick up and play type of gameplay, and as well as it being extremely difficult. Cosmic Carnage. And yeah, if you want to be even more specific of a game that did not really age well, Eelzap, then take a look at Justice League Task Force on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Oh, that game is utter crap. What? Impossible! Get out of here. We'll still come after you. Oh, bad. You're using the flame whirl like we can with Luca. You're not cool. Since there were some fighting games that I really didn't even know about when I was growing up, like Kasumi Ninja on the Jaguar, it just really dawned on, it just really made me question, like, how in the world can they come up with a game that tried to be like Mortal Kombat and just failed so miserably? Oh, Justice League Task Force? No, no, no. That game is bad, Eelzap. Do not play it. I mean, even if you're into retro games, do not play that game. That game is bad. Go ahead and take care of this outlaw. This outlaw did not counter because there was no crony of a magician to actually go up against us. Okay. Let's go a little bit more here. Going up against the outlaw again, and that should take care of you this time. Yes, it does. Get us another 104 experience points for our characters. See if we can try to get to level 24 or 25 with our characters. If we can, then great for us. But it's kind of a long shot. Ouch. Okay. We should be getting close to where Ozzy is. Oh, actually, we might be able to. We just have to keep pressing forward. And I see we have already been streaming for about an hour. And, hopefully we have enough time to go through, the Tyranno layer in the prehistoric age today. Which I'm sure we will. If we have to go over, we can. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so that'll actually make it easier for us to play, you know, to get some more of this game in while we're at it. If you want me to talk about another fighting game that I played that I thought was really, really bad, then take a look at Primal Rage. It's a home console port, whereas the arcade version was actually not that bad of a game. It had some wicked fun elements to it that made it very fun. I mean, they had some cool elements that made it really fun to play in the arcade, but when it came to the home console port, it was one of those... It was definitely another one of those cases where the console version is inferior to the arcade version. But there are games where they started off in the arcade and came to the console, where the console version was actually far more superior. And of course, the console version that's actually more... I mean, some of those games that are actually more superior than the console version are Strider on the Sega Genesis, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, and even UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo when that came out as a launch title for the Super Nintendo at the time. Yeah, console Primal Rage was bad there, Eelzap. And Lord Doom, hope you're still watching. But because I haven't even heard from you in a while, but if you're not, that's cool. UN Squadron was so good. Oh, yeah. Some of the shoot-em-ups that they had on the SNES were actually very good for their time. I mean, UN Squadron, Gradius 3, the Super R-Type. They had some pretty fun shmups, 2D shoot-em-ups that came out during that time, or shmups as they call them in this day and age. But there's still some ones that are actually very fun to play in this day and age, like, I would say, Ikaruga still holds up really well. And that is a mighty fine game where it's really fun. Oh, okay, so we have to take care of 4 of these jugglers, but we're gonna have to be a bit strategic here. R-Type 3 and Axlay on the Super Nintendo, yes! Those are some good ones, too. Man, it's like Super Nintendo was like home to some of the best games ever put out. I mean, this game, the other JRPGs that came out on the Super Nintendo, the platformers, the fighting games, it's just like, Super Nintendo had everything when it came out, and that's why I have such high regards for that console, and why it's my favorite of all time. Because it was just so perfect. It was like the definitive, like, you know, the definitive upgrade to the to the regular Nintendo Entertainment System. And I know that Nintendo wants to call it NES, even though it's spelled NES, but I'm sorry. I'm still sticking with NES for what it is, because that actually just sounds a lot better, not NES. Because when you say NES, you're thinking of the character Ness from Earthbound. And when you say SNES for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, it just sounds silly. Oh, you weren't supposed to make it this far? Well, we did. Sorry that we pretty much ruined your party there. Huh, I still have the power glove on. You know, they say it's so bad, but it actually is still pretty good in my eyes. Anyway, if I use the speed build, that will increase my speed all the way to the max. But it doesn't look like any other character can use it for what it is. Oh, I mean, I'm sure they could use it for what it is, but I think they already have some pretty good pieces of equipment on them already as is at this time. Okay. Alright. What? More of this crap? Okay, I'll bite. My man, NES for life. Yes. You got that right, Eelzap. That's why I have the NES Classic Edition. That's why I have the Nintendo Switch Online, to play the NES games that are on there. I mean, some of the games that I grew up on playing the NES were the Ninja Turtles games that came out on the system. Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, as well as Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. Now, that game was the bee's knees when that released. Because two-player arcade action and beating up a bunch of foot soldiers, that was some great stuff to play on the NES back in the day. It's like, some of the licensed games that they had that came out on the NES and the Famicom were actually pretty good, too. And even the Super Nintendo. But, of course, not all of them were great hits. I mean, you take a look at the ones that came out by LJN, you'd be like, no! No! Although Maximum Carnage was like the only one that came as a, you know, is the only good game that LJN put out. Even though, despite its flaws and all that. Actually, Lightning 2 these guys into oblivion. And I hope none of you get seizures from that lightning-based spell. We should be getting much closer to Magus at this point. But it's good that we're, you know, grinding, so that way we can actually get all the experience points we need for our characters right before we go up against the Fiend Lord. And we obtain Athenian water in case we need to revive our characters. But anyway, we made it to the top where Ozzy is. Go ahead and grab these. A Mist Robe, and that's another one that, that Luca can wear. So let's go ahead and equip that for her. Hello, Ozzy. Ozzy, your time is nigh. Lord Magus should have finished summoning Lavos by now. I won't be defeated by you. I won't. No attack can pierce my barrier. I'm invincible. Well, you say that, but what if we actually attack the switches here? Missed me! We're not going for the barrier there, numbnuts. You're the laughing, joking numbnuts. Or laughing, joking numbnuts in my eyes. because we're hitting these switches, and that's going to make you a much more easier target to actually hit the right switch for you to actually fall down into the eternal abyss. Seriously, what are you thinking there, Ozzy? Huh? Yep, that's bye-bye for Ozzy. That was a breeze. Our time is our enemy now. We must hurry to Megas. I didn't want to go that way. I do want to heal and restore my hit points while I'm at it. Didn't look like we got to level 25 before going up against the Fiend Lord, but that's okay. Time to go up against one of the best anti-heroes in a JRPG. We can go up against those bats, but we don't even need to. Dal Zuma Faroleera. Cast open the gates that lie betwixt heaven and earth, in exchange for the life of this world. Watching an awesome FMV right now. This game's FMV sequences are a lot better when playing from this version, because it's just so smooth. But yeah, this FMV sequence is definitely one of my favorites in the game. Yep, there's the Fiend Lord himself. Let's get him, Frog. There he is. There's Megas. Megas! Ah, that frog of so many days ago. How have you fared since last we met? Well enough. I owe you my gratitude. This form has been a blessing in disguise. Without it, there are things I'd never have obtained. Ah, the Masamune. Then you've come for me. Let us just see how this battle wages out. Oh, don't worry. Again, the bitter black winds begin to howl. Very well. Come, if it is death you seek. Let's see what his first form he takes on is going to be. Well, yep, he's going to... He'll have the lightning barrier on him, so... we will need to have... Chrono use his lightning spell on him. And he's used the sap ability, which will gradually drain our hit points too. Absorbs all but light. So every time when he barrier changes, that means he'll change into a new... He'll change his elemental defenses to be weak to that specific element. So that's your cue to actually take him down. If anything, I probably should have Morrow heal Frog real quick. But yeah, this is definitely one of those battles that goes on for quite a long time. Well, I wouldn't say quite a long time, but it goes on for a little while. Absorbs all but Shadow. Well, we can't really... we don't have anybody who can use a Shadow spell. And we don't have Luca in our party to actually use the fire spell either. Absorb all but water, so we can actually use Frog or Morrow for this part. Hell Geyser, so... Yep, sapping our energy again. Zorball, but Shadow. Ooh, bad. Wait for Frog to lower down his elemental defenses again. Ouch. Cure you. Yeah, as you can see, this is why I chose Marl over Luca. Or even Robo, for that matter. Absorb all but Shadow again, huh? Yeah, this is... get back to either Light or Water, so that way I can continue depleting your health. What, again? Come on, Magus! That's ridiculous. And Marl's gonna need to heal herself, too. Okay, thank you. That's what I want to see. And, Marl, you're gonna need to heal yourself, lady. Actually, why don't you use the heal to actually heal everybody while I use lightning on, Magus here. You actually can be a good backup to heal our characters. Even though your magic to heal the characters is not strong enough. So it's just, when it comes to me using Chrono, it's more of the playing the waiting game when it comes to going up against Magus. Okay, now we can unleash all fury on this guy. So Magus lowers his guard to begin casting a spell, so he's gonna try to cast his most powerful dark magic, which is called Dark Matter. And it's very powerful, too. So at this point of the battle, just wail all your attacks on him while continuously using Marl to actually heal your main party. And then the rest of this fight should go smooth like butter. There we go, using a food pun like what Akira Toriyama would do. So yeah, Dark Matter, Fiend Lord's strongest dark magic. Definitely one of the hardest spells to get in this game when you have this character. When you get this character much later on. But like I said, just continue wailing on him until he's down for the count. And if we want, we could use the X strike or the cross strike if we want to, but you know what? I think I might have to do that if I can get the chance to. Yeah, I should be able to get the chance to do that. So, cross strike you. Yeah, here we go. There's some more damage done for you there. Cross strike again. Yep, here goes his dark magic again. Ugh. Oh, it's really not that bad when going up against him, to be quite frank. So I'd say for the rest of this fight, just continue to wail on him, like you would. Yeah, lower your guards. Hopefully that defeats you. No, it doesn't. There we go. That's what I want to see. There's the satisfaction I want to see. We may not been fully able to actually defeat Magus, but we did manage to make him kneel down in pain. Your skill with the Masamune is that great already? What's that? Could it be Lavos? No, he mustn't awaken from his slumber yet. Awaken? You just created him, didn't you? You fools! I but summoned him! He has dwelt within the earth for aeons, absorbing the land's energy and growing ever stronger. What? What is this energy in the air? A gate? You, if you had not interfered! Chrono! Whoa! Yep, we're about to get pulled into a different time period from the Middle Ages. So everybody's getting pulled in. Our party members and even Magus included. Chrono. Was it all a dream? Because I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. Wait a minute. Marl? You're Chrono? I mean, you said honey. Does that mean you both got married? Chrono, we can't keep asking my father for help. We need to hold down a job. Chrono! Chrono! What? I can hear you. He's sleeping right there. Oh, it's Ayla who was calling us. Chrono awake? Ayla! Yep, so our friend Ayla actually helped us. Good for you, Ayla. You go, girl! Ayla want see Chrono go Mystic Mountain. You there, fall down hurt. Ayla carry back hut. Magus! Big frog present? For Ayla eat? But perish the thought! But what of the pale-faced man in the cape? Was he not with us? No, only find you. Cape one more tasty? So, he has fled. But if Magus didn't create Lavos, then where did it come from? Lavos? You no worry now. You rest. Hurt bad. Aw, thank you, Ayla, for your hospitality, girl. You're so great. She is a great character like like all the others that are part of this game's story. Oh, hello, Kino. Yeah, you don't even look like Ernie Reyes Jr., because you're in the Middle Ages there. Chrono okay now? Ayla busy. Try find Laruba village. Find village. Fight reptites together. Big fight. Last fight. Beat all reptites or reptites beat us all. Kino! What wrong? Chrono rest. You be quiet. Northwood. Fire! Burn! Big burn! Big fire in the Northwood? That can't be right. So it's time for us to go north and see what that's all about. And Laruba Village is actually right over here. Hidden. Laruba Ruins. Bad. Reptites take Kino! Reptites kill all try to stop reptites! What do now? Uh-oh. Reptites follow Ayla. Ayla, bad luck. That can't be right. Because she's fighting the reptites and they try to use her to take everybody away? That can't be right. People fight. Reptites kill all. My, you have big lips for a caveman. You fight. So reptites mad. And there's the Laruba chief. Ayla, this your fault. Look at village. Reptiles follow you! Now village ruined! Ayla, sorry. Reptiles strong, live long before us. So we hide, but Ayla say fight together. Ayla still say fight now? Ayla alive, Ayla fight. Win, live, lose, die. That rule. No one change rule. Old man breathe, but dead inside. Ayla strong, so make big talk. We not strong. No! Strong! Fight! Get more strong! Ayla help, but now need Dactyl. Give Dactyl! Dactyl? Go Tyranno Lair? Tyranno Lair, Reptile Castle. Danger, even Ayla danger. Ayla want die? No, want live, so go. Ayla be okay. Give Dactyl. Yes, give Dactyl. Elder tell Keeper, so go Dactyl nest. Ayla be careful. Elder, big help. Yep, looks like Ayla's gonna make her way to the reptile castle known as Tyranno's Lair, or the Tyranno Lair, so looks like she's gonna need our help with this one. And that's what we're gonna do. And we're going to the Dactyl Nest, and that's just north of this village. But we'll fight some more monsters along the way. Such as these, winged primates. Ouch. Throwing rocks at us? That's not very ape-like of you. So yeah, we just gotta awaken these guys. And then we should be able to do damage. Just like that. And welcome back there, Eelzap. Good to see that you made it back. I was kind of wondering where you went there for a second, but good to see that you're still here. Oh, these monstrosities, and they're ones that are going to be weak towards the elements. Yeah, when we're going up against reptiles, they're weak against the elemental powers. Ouch! How dare you pick her up like that? How dare you pick her up like that? For you too! That's gonna be Chrono's woman by the end of this game. That's gonna be his wife. And you dare actually hurt his wife like that twice? Shame on you! Managed to get a feather out of that. Of course, we can still get the items that we can use to create weapons and armor, but at this point, I'd say they're pretty pointless right now, because we're already getting much better equipment from other places. Alright, more of these rock monsters to go up against. Schist, as what they're called. Honestly, they should have just been named Rocky, and we could have called them Rocky Balboas. Actually, nah, that didn't even sound right. If they had a red female version, are they called Adrians instead? You would think, right? Alright, got it. And we're still getting some pretty good goodies out of these boxes. Mid potions and mid ether so far. I can't complain. We haven't made it to the summit yet, but we are getting close. While having to deal more with these cave apes, who will counter every time when we try to attack them. And they'll keep using the rock monsters to actually attack. The schists, as they're called. So I'll go ahead and take care of the schist right now. So that way the ape monster can't even counter with using a rock. You can't even counter with the most electrifying man in sports entertainment there, cave ape. Because it doesn't even matter what your name is. Or my name is not Rocky Maivia, or how he was originally called in the early days of wrestling, before being fully known as The Rock. Oh, more Schists, or more of The Rock, who we're going up against. Yeah, I didn't want to attack the ape, but it's not even close to a rock by any means. So it's like we can just pretty much defeat that ape, and we'll call this Ape Escape. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, you got that right. Yeah, I used to watch WWF back in the day, back in 1997, when it started to come into the whole Attitude Era. Why am I not attacking? Why is my controller not working? Why is my controller not working? Oh, that was weird. Said that I didn't have the game selected. I was like, why am I not attacking? That didn't make any sense. Okay. Who learned something new? Aerial Strike. So you learned Aerial Strike right there. And we learned the Lightning Rod. So, awesome. I just need... Oh man, we still need a lot for some of these spells to actually come to fruition for some of them. But we're getting close with Marl to use Ice 2, if anything. Go ahead and, text. Yeah, either an input bug or yeah, it had to be an input bug because for some odd reason I just ended up, oh, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't even know what the world happened. But anyway, we got it fixed now. Use Lightning 2 on him, so that way we'll be forever rid of these monstrosities. Yes! Yes! And Ayla should be just beyond this point right here, where she's trying to get help from the Dactyls. There's a red star floating in the sky. Gee, I wonder what kind of significance that has. Chrono! You better not even think about going without us. No, Tyranno Lair danger. You no come. Maybe I'll die. If it's that dangerous, we definitely can't let you go alone. You've done a lot for us, Ayla. Now it's payback time. Right, Chrono? You got that right. Ayla have good friends. Come on, Ayla. Let's go to the Tyranno Lair. Summon 3 more that we can ride. 3 more valiant steeds. So, in order for us to go to the Tyranno Lair, we need to have Ayla with us. But, if anything, I'm going to have Frog in the party, because with Frog, we can actually use the, we can still use the Masamune, and using the Masamune, that will actually help us to where we can actually continue doing, what do I call it? Critical damage when we have the Hero's Badge equipped. But anyway, awesome FMV right here for us to view right here. Some more of Akira Toriyama's animation greatness. Yep, there immediately you're going to the Tyranno Lair. Whereas there's that red star up in the sky again. But it's time for us to go take care of the beast of all beasts. And there's Tyranno's Lair right there. So, let's go ahead and save our progress. And let's head inside and take care of Azala once and for all. More of these cave apes. Yeah, and it's a really good idea that you know that you have Frog with you, because like I said, he can continue to use that that critical damage when he has the hero's badge on him. It's a really great help. Got it. But we need to save our ape friends of the Ioka village, who are held prisoner inside this place. Of this place, for the one who are called the turtles. Lightning to them. That way we'll be rid of them and they'll be done for good. Thing about these reptiles is that they don't even look like T-Rexes or anything like that, or raptors. They just look like a bunch of dinosaur alien hybrids. Gee, I wonder if that's where they got the idea for Dino Crisis 3 with why it sucks so much ass. Or it sucks so much butt, rather. Pardon me. Anyway, got that. I'm probably gonna need to use some MP restoration at some point. We're about to have a feast, and you're about to be the roast beast. Hey, this isn't Dr. Seuss. What are you talking about, turnkey? It's the apes! Apes we are, but clever we are, as we have big brains! We have very big brains for apes. There we go, got that. And earned some more experience points for us to have. Kino. Ayla! Kino, move back! Ayla, save Kino! Climb up. There you go. Now you're thinking. Kino, sorry. All Kino's fault. It okay. Kino take all Laruba person. Run! What Ayla do? Strong live, weak die. Ayla go be strong. Kino go too. Kino no come. Ayla die. Kino new Ioka chief. Ayla. There you go. Ayla strong, no lose. Kino no. Kino show you something. Follow Kino. And hello there, Flame Chocobo. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you could make it for some more Chrono Trigger goodness. You missed out on me going through the Fiend Lord's Keep when we were battling Magus, so unfortunately that's as far as I've got so far. Oh, so we can actually open their mouths to go through those. You strong. Kino weak. Kino jealous. Oh, don't worry, Kino. You could be strong too. Just need to know how to summon that strength. To do what you want there. So we're going up against a pterosaur. Shouldn't that be a megasaur? Since that's the first, dinosaur we're going up against in that form. It should be called Megasaur, not Pterosaur. Because the pterosaur, I mean, the strength of Terra when it comes to like electricity or like megavolts and gigavolts and teravolts. Teravolts are stronger than gigavolts and megavolts. All right, so we're pretty much scurrying through the entirety of the Tyranno layer, so that way we can actually get to where Azala is going to be at. And then we'll probably go through a little bit of the Kingdom of Zeal, and then we will close off the episode for tonight, because we did make a lot of progress tonight. And definitely makes up for, you know, the long absence that that you had to endure for this game, because that long absence that can, you know, hurt a lot of people's view time when it comes to this game. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have... Oh, yeah, we have to be careful of this place because of going up against a lot of these chumleys. We're gonna have to be very, very careful. We can still use that to attack the, you know, monster in our favor. Or the monsters that are right before us. Yes, just like that. Woot! She learned Cat Attack. Oh boy. Hello there, kitty, kitty, kitty. I'm hyped to play Maple Story 2 officially. Oh, that's good news to hear there, Flame Chocobo. I hope you have a lot of fun when you get around to playing that. Oh, I didn't even know I had a lot of mid-ethers on me. I should be taking more advantage of those than a high-ether. Now, this area is a little bit of a maze, because you need to figure out where it is that you need to go to get access to the places you need to be within this vicinity. And it's not always that easy. Triceratopper, I think that's a hat. Yes, and for Chrono, that'll increase his defenses a little bit better there. And I'll give him the stone helmet, and I'll give you the dark mail, so that way your defenses will increase a lot better too. Now it's just a matter of getting up to that corner. However we're gonna get there. No, don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go that way. No, more monsters. Great. I'll go ahead and take care of this lot before, you know, before anything else. I did have fun with the beta server, so I am hyped for it. Well, hey, that's really good to know there, Flame Chocobo. I hope you're hyped for Mega Man 11, which I am going to be playing this Wednesday when it comes. Okay, I think I'm at the right spot at where I want to be at. No, I'm not. Interesting. Still? Man, where am I going wrong here? Just to get to that one measly spot. Figured you would go that way. But how am I supposed to get there? That's not it. You figured... Nope, that's not it either. That's not it. No, that still brings us back here, because I'm trying to get to that corner where that one power-up is. It's not there either. Okay, are you supposed to do it this way? Nope. That would have been too easy. Gosh, seems like it's so simplistic that it's making me hard trying to figure out how to get to that one spot. It's gotta be some sort of secret to get there. Yeah, it's not that easy trying to get to that spot. Or is it this one? Nope, it is not. Interesting. Very interesting. That's not it. It's like, I exhausted every possible... No, I found it. Okay, good. So the Mesozoic male, so I'll go ahead and give that to Frog right there. It's a good thing that I tried to figure out how to get around all those places, so that way I can, you know, get to where I need to go. So have I heard that Sony's going to allow crossplay after 1 year? Yeah, that's what I heard. But honestly, I kind of find that to be a bit hypocritical on their part, because I do believe that the damage has already been done on Sony's end when it comes to the whole crossplay bit. When they weren't even allowing crossplay to begin with. But, yeah. It's like, damage is already done, so... I mean, it was, it wasn't that very cool to see, you know, them have that really just bad stance with crossplay at the beginning. They should have said yes to crossplay, so that way everybody would be happy. But no, they just ended up having to play hardball with all of us and just, you know, tick off a lot of people. So the damage was already done. And to get back what you were saying about yesterday when it comes to all the pictures of Bowsette just blowing up online, yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. And my friends Fighter Cows and 16-Bit Jeff and I were actually having fun, you know, just kind of viewing the numerous pictures that were showing up all over online. It was just really fun to watch. Okay. Oh, more of these guys for us to fight. Hey, I'll always have more of these to fight. A lightning you. And see if I can actually destroy you in the process. I love that too. Yeah, the whole Bowsette picture, the Bowsette pictures that go on, yeah, they're really funny. Some of the ones are even really ridiculous that people just created those art pieces out of. And it's like, how in the world did they even try to conceive those ideas for, like, art pieces and all? Kind of unimaginable when you think about it. But it is what it is. I don't want to go inside the Tyranno lair yet, because... Oh, I don't want to go inside it where Azale is hiding, because I do want to go back down that one way that I missed out on, or left out on, when we were going the right path to begin with. Okay. See if I can get over there without having any... Nope, we gotta fight more. We'll fight you. Give you a good time here. Heck, a lot better than seeing a lot of weird Sonic fan art. Oh, you got that right, Flame Chocobo. Way too many of that, or way too much of Sonic fan art. And some of the weird creative characters that people created, like Dave the Hedgehog. And it's just like, yeah, that's enough of that. But when it comes to Bowsette, it's like, oh boy, so much eye candy. Okay. Okay, we're back where we want to be at, so I did want to come this way. Oh wait, they're not even that weak to physical attacks. I thought they were, but then again... Oh, wait a minute, they are when we have to use lightning on them, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, more of these things. Attack it, so that way we can actually do damage to this, to these creatures. Well, here I was hoping I could do that, but nope. And it's going to shock, drop, and roll on Chrono here. Well, trying to have its way with Chrono. Bad, bad, bad. Jeez, more? Okay, you asked for it. I'll bite. And you're right, I'm going to have to start taking consistent Twitch schedule very seriously. Yes, you ought to do that, Flame Chocobo, because that's the only way you're going to be able to maintain any growth and any good level views coming from a lot of people. It's really going to help you quite immensely, and I chose poorly. It's that you hit that switch, that'll make the enemies fall down. Anyway, we obtained a high potion. Okay, it's a good thing that we came back, so that way we can get that item. So yeah, by all means there, Flame Chocobo, make sure that you do take your consistent Twitch schedules very seriously if you want to maintain any growth on your channel. Even though you're having a lot more growth than I am, since you have over 200, probably close to 250 followers by now. And I'm just about, like, a quarter away from that. Like a quarter of that on my end. Alright. What? Oh, still gotta fight more of you guys. I probably should get Chrono back to, a good stance to where he can actually have some more MP on him, but we'll worry about that by the time when we get to where Azala is. Or when we'll have to go up against the inevitable Nizbel, whatever his name is. Okay. Mid-ether. Okay, you're good. Get an ether for both of you. And there we go. And have you use Kiss. And my dog just jumped down again, didn't she? What? I have no idea why she likes to do that. I really don't get it. I've got an insane amount of followers when I was streaming Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, because when that game was... that game became popular for quite a while, or just that lineup of games, it's just like, yeah, they're quite crazy. But no, I'm not going to try to stream any of those games because that... God. It's just one of those games that just takes everything that you fear as a kid and it just throws it all into your face. Yet, next to nobody visits me. Well... I think you have to find more of a way to, like, get your connections, or get people connected to come watch your streams, Flame Chocobo, so I don't think it has anything to do with you, saying not a lot of people just don't want to watch my content anymore. I'm sure they want to, but you just need to use something like what I use to get a lot of people to actually watch you. Looking for Azala? She just through here. Okay. Well, gee, thank you. And I thought we were gonna have to fight against you. Truth be told, we are going to have to fight against it, but this boss is a real doozy. Hold it! When I said she's through here, I meant you gotta go through me first. What do you think I was flexing my muscles and looking all intimidating for? Okay, the thing about Nizbel 2 when you're going up against it is that every time when you use magic on him, his defenses will lower, but every time you use physical attacks, his defenses will boost again. So it's more of a matter of time where you need to have Chrono, have someone, you know, attack Nizbel after you've used Chrono's lightning ability on it. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get through this boss fight all right. Huh, and here I thought that your defenses were getting... Oh, wait a minute. Of course. Every time it has electricity on you, you will tend to discharge it. Slurp Kiss. There we go. Heal everybody. And that does get their status ailments down too, so that actually makes it all worth the while for us to have both Ayla and Frog in the same party. Okay, your defense is still boosted from all that jargon. There we go. Ouch. Ooh, electric discharge. Owie. That hurt. That no cool. Slurp kiss us. Yeah, this version of Nizbel, like I said, is a very, very interesting variation of the boss. He is giving the others a hard time. Okay, so its defenses are continuously boosting. See you in the morning. Oh boy. Slurp kiss us. And here's my dog lying down next to my feet. Still don't know why it wants to be near my feet. It's not like nothing's coming at her or anything like that. But she's alright. Because I'm not really playing anything that competitive to where she would want to say, hey, can I sit right next to you or anything like that? Okay, finally we got Nizbel. So hey, looks like it all turned out well in the end against this ferocious monstrosity. Okay, and there's that back, so I'm not going to save my progress right here, but I am going to be using a shelter in the meantime, so that way we can actually get our, you know, our hit points and magic points restored back again, because we are getting closer to where Azala is. But we will fight some more of these goons while we're at it. Ouch. How dare you attack us? I don't like it when you attack my man, Chrono. And it's really not nice of you to try and have your way with Chrono when you're just, you know, fidgeting up and down around him. That looks kind of provocative. All right. And in here, we have a bunch of switches right here to go by. And that there will actually give us access to a save point right before the boss fight. A high ether right there. And I think that switch will actually allow us to, you know, fight off against, that will actually give us access to where Azala is. And that way we can actually, you know, go to where she's located and, you know, fight off against her finally, and go up against the giant Tyrannosaur in the process. But first things first, taking care of these chumleys, these pterosaurs as they're called. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now we're done with that. Now it's time for us to go meet the queen of... Oh, looks like that pterosaur seemed like it would crush Chrono with its weight. That didn't even look cool at all. That actually looked kind of painful for it to be like that. Oh, 2 more of these things, huh? Good, we'll fight some more. And we'll defeat them for good. I'm really glad that the stream quality is not really hurting people. It's not really fidgeting very badly with where I have it at right now, because that really helps with there not being any lag or anything like that with, or like having any like pixelation or anything when the strobe effects of the whole attack, you know, Chrono's Lightning 2 spell comes into effect. Because if that was the case, then that would have been really bad for us. Or bad for me, anyways. Anyways. Here we are at the throne room of Azala, the ruler of the Reptites. At last, the final confrontation. It was but a matter of time. Will it be we Reptites who inherit the Earth, or you soft-skinned apes? Strong live, weak die. Ayla, just fight! Hear that lovely voice? You'll soon be hearing more of it than you'd ever wish. Oh boy. Now she's just telling us to come that way, because we're going to be fighting something big. Oh hey, we got another Triceratopper. I'll equip that for, Did I equip it for you? Or is your defenses alright? Probably... Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and equip that for you, so that way we can get your defenses up a little bit more. Yeah, you should be okay. Alright, now it's time for us to go up against the huge black Tyranno. Yeah, that's a big beast right there. Damnable red star. Fall, why don't you? Stain the earth red. Even should it prove our fate to die, we will not relinquish this world to the likes of you! This black Tyranno will have the honor of wiping you filthy apes from existence forever. Mwahahaha! That's what you think, Azala, but we'll definitely have our way with you for good. So, if anything, Azala is going to be weak against magic. But it has strong defenses, so by all means, use your magic spells on it. But of course, use the double techs as well, the magical double techs while you're at it, like Thunder Chomp. Ow! You're hurting Frog! So if you definitely use that against Azala, then that will do heavy damage to it. Well, mostly. But, should we use Lightning Rod instead? I think Lightning Rod is gonna be, or something, it's going to be a better attack on it than what we were using. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. The Lightning Rod. I'll have you kiss these guys. And we'll continue using Lightning Rod on Azala while we're at it. But yeah, that's a very good attack to use on Azala right there. The Lightning Rod, since it does so much damage. You should be able to do, a lot of damage onto her with that ability. Yeah, let's chew on poor Frog and try to... God, look at that! Did a lot of damage to Frog right there. But going up against the Black Tyranno, it's really not going to be that bad once we actually start getting the lowdown on it. Azala's Wrath, Sap. Yep, and she dies, and now it's time for us to go up against this Black Tyranno. And it has some strong defenses on it, but we do need to get it to lower its defenses somehow. But how are we going to lower its defenses? That's not going to work. Let's go ahead and use the Slurp Kiss to actually restore our allies to full health. But when it uses its first attack, since it's by itself, to lower our hit points, that's when it'll have its defenses lowered, and that's when we can actually wail on it. Yep. Lowers defenses and begins to restore power. So wail on it, guys. Just keep going. And when it roars like that, that's when it will make your hit points start to decline like that. And that's actually a pretty good attack, too, to use on Black Tyranno. That whole lightning rod ability. But it does drain a lot of magic points from your characters. And if you want, you can also use Bubble Burst on it, which should also do a lot of damage as well. Yeah, may not be as strong as the lightning rod, but hey, I'll take whatever whatever possibility I can get just to get the damage done. So yeah, even after it does its main attack, you can still, do quite a lot of damage to Black Tyranno. Yeah, it's just basically breathing fire at us. It won't instantaneously kill you, but it will do a lot of damage. Yeah, rightfully so. Well, mostly to, Chrono and Frog, but not to Azala. I mean, not to Ayla. A Slurp Kiss. But it will still have its defenses lowered, so that'll actually make things a lot easier for us. Well, wait, no! Its defenses went back up! Who would have thought? I thought its defenses were gonna go back down there for a sec. Slurp. Man, I thought like I said, I thought its defenses were gonna go back down quite immensely, but no. Where? Where's the There, Slurp Kiss us. I'm still waiting for this thing to lower its defenses again, so that way we can continue giving it the smackdown it so rightfully deserves. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Let's do a Thunder Chomp on you. And that's pretty strong, too, if you use that for both Chrono and Ayla. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. And it doesn't really use that much MP as well, so it actually will be the best of both worlds for all of us to actually try to defeat Black Tyranno much faster than usual. Thunder Chop it. Probably should sing Thunder Horse or something like that just to fight off against this monster. But we almost got it in the pipe. We almost got this battle down the, no, we almost flushed this battle down the toilet when going up against this monstrosity. So yeah, it's almost done. But by all means, continue to use Thunder Chomp and continue to attack it, so that way it doesn't even use its magic attack again. Or use that thing to spit out fire. There we go, we finally got it. Man. That was a lot of fun. But yes, this is the end of the dinosaurs right now. Or the reptiles. No, it can't be. Could the heavens truly have sided with the apes? Listen, primates, and let it be known for all time. We reptiles fought proudly to the bitter end. Ayla, no. Huh? First, a great fiery stone will crash to the earth. Its flames will soon spread to scorch every corner of the land. Then the chill will begin to creep across the blackened plains, ushering in a long, cruel age of ice and snow. A fitting end to our age indeed. Lavos. Yep, this is how Lavos came to the Earth. It was the meteor that crashed into that planet, which made Lavos go down into the depths of the Earth to feed off its energy to become much stronger than what we assumed it would become to destroy the world in 1999 AD. Well, that world, not ours. Besides, we managed to survive Lavos, because Lavos never came during our time period. Ela people word. La mean fire. Vos means big. Ayla! Kino! Oh, Ernie Reyes Jr. came to help us. And I call him Ernie Reyes Jr. because of Kino from Ninja Turtles 2. Hurry! Lavos falls soon! All right, Dactyl! Kino, hurry! Ayla, what you do? Come, Azela, come! No, this is the will of the Earth. Ayla, hurry! Azela, Ayla not forget. Take. Take? What take? Take care of this world. Oh, we will, even though you are gonna be biting the dust here pretty shortly. Yep, and that's where Lavos crash lands. On top of Tyranno's lair. And it's buried deep below the Earth. And that's very far in the distance. Mountains just near where the Tyranno Lair's ruins were. Lavos was not spawned by Magus. It fell from the heavens, and not so long ago. Yep, they're right there. Those three blue dots. Lavos, huge. Chrono fight that? Chrono, we go place Lavos fall. Left to its own devices, the creature will burrow deep into the Earth. Best defeat it now. So, here's a little bit of a backstory. When I was playing this game for the first time, when they say we have to defeat Lavos now, I immediately thought to go to the final battle inside of that bucket at the end of time that would take me to 1999 AD. And when I went up against Lavos in its first form, yeah, I got my butt kicked. So I didn't even know that we had to go to the crater where Lavos fell in this time period in order for us to continue the story. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So we're going to go where Lavos fell, which is right over here, the Tyranno Lair ruins. A gate? Lavos fast, deep under Earth now. Might Lavos be the source of these? That one in Magus's keep was immense. What wrong, Chrono? Want fight Lavos? Go here? Go here. No? Well, we are gonna have to fight Lavos at the source of wherever he's hiding. And I'm now trying to switch my party members, but I think I had to do that in this section, yes. Because now we can actually go back to our main party who we had, and we'll stick with our main party for now. I always have Chrono, Marl, and Frog as my main party whenever I play this game the first time, because they are the perfect fit. You have two sword fighters, or two melee fighters, which one of them can also heal your party members, and one who's mainly a healer, for the most part. But anyway, we go through that time portal. This is exciting! To where have we come? Well, when we go outside... yeah, it's snowing, so... yeah. We're in a new time period, and everything looks icy and dark. We go inside this cave called the Terra Cave. Well, we can't even go anywhere. We can't even go in there now because that's not going to be a place where it will actually take us somewhere. So if anything, we're gonna have to try to find something else that we can go inside that we can actually you know, make our way towards. So, go to the Skyway, so that means we'll go up to the heavens, and everything looks so advanced right there. And yes, it will take us up into the heavens, but exactly where? The Kingdom of Zeal. So this is where we are. So yes, we're in 1200 BC, or 12,000 BC, and we're at this lovely place where there is land right above the heavens, and everything looks so advanced here. So let's go to Inhasa. This is the Magic Kingdom of Zeal, where dreams can be made reality. But nothing in this world comes free. There is always a price to be paid. Well, of course, and that had to be either Masa or Mune talking to us. You are most unusual visitors. Am I waking, or is this but a continuation of my dream? Regardless of that, I welcome you to Zeal. Her Majesty Queen Zeal rules this magic kingdom. She is without peer in beauty or grace. We owe our prosperity to Her Majesty, the Queen. After the King died, she encouraged the development of our kingdom's magical prowess, which has led to the great advancements. And then it starts to go to sleep, or she does. Or he, it could be he, we never know. Welcome to Inhasa, Zeal's City of Dreams. We seek enlightenment within the bliss of sleep. You are not one of us, are you? No, I'm not one of you, but this is a really nice magical place we're at. The world you see with your eyes may well differ completely from the one I see with mine. There are as many different worlds as there are observers. Never assume that only those things which you can see or touch are real. Truths exist in dreams. The world exists in me. And do you believe in such things as fate? Do you think it possible our lives are predetermined? Well, no, that's ridiculous. Yes, it is, isn't it? We are the masters of our own destinies. Speaking of which, I believe there may be a doorway to destiny in this very place. And there is, but there is a bit of a trick to it. And it involves me opening up these books as you plainly see. The city of Kajar, the high seat of magical research, lies to the edge of the western continent. The airship, the Blackbird, is maintained there as well, and went back to sleep. I am Doreen. Oh, so you're actually, your name's Doreen. Seek the hidden path and open the doors of knowledge, each in turn. The Queen has sealed away the great elemental weapons and armors forged with the power of the sun in the shrine to the north. You can see its entrance on the northern continent, but no one is allowed inside it now. With the power of the sun, you say? Oh! Now that actually looks very familiar. The door to the northern shrine is sealed by a powerful force. Even we, the enlightened ones, lack the means to open it. Welcome. Have you come to do business? Well, yes, I want to actually buy some items while we're at it. Since we are running low on resources. We won't worry about the Athena water at this time, but we will worry about getting what we can. I mean, we won't get high potion, I mean. Okay. Oh yeah, we already knew about this. Why did I even talk to you again? Anyway, we'll go upstairs. And look at this boy who looks very familiar. What a weird kid. What's wrong with him? He seems a sullen lad. Why is there slowdown in this game happening? And even from my computer. What is going on? Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened there. The black winds howl. One among you will shortly perish. Oh! What? What's that supposed to mean? So, what that boy was telling us? That was actually more of a prophecy than anything. Young one, of what do you speak? Chrono, that was kind of creepy. I do not know what this portends, but I did not like the sound of that at all. No kidding. Heal our hit points and our magic points too. This is the Font of Recovery. Rest your wearied mind and body within, traveler. Oh, that's cool. I wonder what's within the Northern Shrine. No doubt the key to unlock its seal is held at the palace, but entry there is strictly forbidden in the name of Her Majesty, the Queen. I don't know. The Queen's palace sits at the heart of the kingdom. She watches over all the world from its high vantage point. It's because of that we can sleep our days away in peace. Anyway. So, that will actually give us access where we need to be, but we do need to open the books in a particular order, it seems. Or else we're not going to be able to get through this place just fine. And doesn't look like opening these books are going to be simple as we thought, so we will have to deactivate them and have to put them in a specific order that we should go through in order to get access to where we need to be at. Okay. Open up that one. And let's open up this one. And let's open up the fire book. Nope, that didn't do anything. There's only 3 books that we can get access to. And none of them open up what we need to use in order for us to get access to the secret area that, you know, this place is telling us where we should go. Try water first. We'll try wind second, and then we'll try fire third. And then we'll try the other. Oh, yes! That was the code! So go in here. Talk to him. The Guru of Reason is gone. Do you want to challenge me? Alright, prepare yourselves. Now, the thing I remember about going up against these guys is that they are really tough. But, yes, we're going up against these news, as they're called. And, as I remember, they are pretty difficult. Oh, boy. So I think I'm gonna have to have Frog kind of, you know, be the healer in this fight, if anything. Because these news, they do have a lot of hit points on them. But I think they do give a crapload of experience points, or they don't give any experience points at all. And if they don't give us any experience points at all, then that's gonna be bad for us. Hey, wait a minute. I was about to say, Frog's not really getting any hit points down on him, so this actually might be better in our favors after all. Yeah, because Frog is really not taking any damage, like heavy damage, to actually maintain that heavy... Oh, wait, okay, never mind. I flubbed up on that proclamation. So I'd say just continue hitting these guys with the lightning base, or lightning 2 spell, and then we should be able to put them down. Hopefully. Okay, one of them's down. Gosh, you guys hit hard. You're mean. Here we go. We got all of the others. So that took care of them. Oh, we did get a lot of experience and a lot of tech points, too. So it's a good thing that we came here. You're strong. Take this. We obtained a magic capsule. Okay. Obtain speed capsule. No. Oh, and that new went away. The Mystery of Life, Volume 841, Chapter 26. All life begins and ends with new. This is the undeniable truth, because I believe it is to be so, at least for the present. And the Guru of Reason is not here. Wonder who this Guru of Reason could be. Okay. But anyway, it's time for us to get out of this place and actually head elsewhere. And we need to go up the other tent because that will actually take us to the second land bridge of this place. And by going to the second land bridge, it will actually take us to another continent that we want to go towards, that will actually take us to another location where we can actually take another skyway that will lead us up to another part of Zeal that we haven't been at yet. But of course, we have to trudge through this icy wilderness in the process, which is no fun. Yep, and it brings us to the main continent area. We can't even get access to that main building right over there. I wonder why that is. But anyway, here we are in Kajar. This is the magic city of Kajar. We perform research in the magical arts to help further Her Majesty's plan to deliver our kingdom even greater glory. Yeah, I can see that. Your power differs from ours. It's difficult to describe, but in you I sense a strange kindness. Well, we're kind people. In ancient times, blah 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 blah. Guru of Life. Bond of Recovery. You definitely use that. And this is definitely going to be another one of those instances where we're going to, you know, having to open the books up in the correct order to actually get access. Oh, you just need Her Majesty's permission to sell it, eh? But I don't think we're opening up the books in the correct order, which we want them to. Okay, so water first, and then wind second, and then fire last? I think that was the proper code we went by in the last place, that is. And if it's the same thing, then we did ourselves justice again. And obtain an unidentifiable objects. But inside is a black gemstone. It all began aeons ago, when man's ancestors stumbled upon a shard of strange red rock. Its power was beyond human comprehension. It cultivated dreams and gave birth to love and hate. Only time will tell how it ends. Now that's interesting. But let's take a look at that inventory and see what that's all about. Oh, I do have the magic capsule and the speed capsule. Might as well go ahead and give it to my party while we're at it. Yeah, and Chrono's already at max speed, so it's time to give the speed capsules to other characters too. The Ocean Palace. The Earthbound ones are being allowed to work on the construction of the Ocean Palace. It seems even they have their purpose. The construction of the Ocean Palace has fallen behind schedule. An everlasting palace beneath the waves. It'll be a sight to see when it's finished. Behold, that out the window is the Great Blackbird, built by Balthasar, the Guru of Reason. To see it soar across the sky, you'd think it alive. The Guru is a genius. Oh, I would definitely love to meet this Guru if you could. Oh, more. Only a capsule's... Oh, that capsule's not been complete yet. Too bad, hey? Ha ha ha. Well, screw you. I wanted that capsule. Know you this, traveler. The Moonstone could be restored to the glorious Sunstone if left to bask in the sun's warm light, but such would require aeons. None of us will ever witness that gorgeous glow again. Oh, but we will. Just you wait. Water summons wind, wind makes fire dance. Yeah, so that new actually gives you the hint on how you can actually get those how you can actually solve those puzzles. Now they're telling us a strange prophet has came to the palace. But anyway, I think we're done with this place now, so let's go ahead and check out the Blackbird. Why are you here? All is well with the Blackbird, I presume. Oh. She is fully operational, Lord Dalton. Of course she is, you blundering idiot. Were she not, we'd all be in trouble. I think my dog wants up on my bed, so hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. You, what are you doing there? Those clothes. You must be the ones the prophet said would come to interfere. I think I shall watch for the time being and see how he plays his hand. Not that I suspect he'll tip his cards so easily. Huh. Interesting fellow, this Dalton seems to be. But he does play a big role in, from Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross. But to know that story, you have to know the one of these secret endings. And let me tell you, that secret ending is actually a pretty tragic one. Alright, here we are at Zeal Palace. This is the Queen's Palace, and the center of the magic kingdom of Zeal. Which is to say, this is the center of the universe. Ah. Very interesting. The portal to the Ocean Palace is in Her Majesty's audience chamber. Mind you, it hasn't been completed yet. The source of our energy rests deep below the sea. Once its exact location was determined, we began constructing the Ocean Palace there. So they keep talking about this Ocean Palace, and I'm actually kind of curious how it is. Or what it's supposed to be like. Oh, can you scratch my back? Sure. Oh, wonderful. Oh, right there. You got it. Ah. Ooh, thank you. And discovered a new scratching spot. That actually might be very useful for something. Where could such a man come from? I wonder. But anyways, those two look like Masa and Mune right there. I wonder how the Guru of Life is doing. What are we supposed to do without him? Humans, I tell ya. I want to be the wind, Masa. Oh, you will someday if you try hard enough. Our big sister Doreen went to Enhasa again. Yeah, she likes to dream. I like the wind better than dreams. Whoosh! Oh, I bet you do. But it looks like we can't even get access to the throne room because those guys aren't allowing... Oh, wait a minute, we can actually try to get through here if we can. Listen to me, the Earth is alive and always has been. She changes slowly, so you never see it. From flatlands into mountains, from mountains into seas. A way may someday open even to the Forbidden Shrine in the north, or to the Sun Temple, but it could take untold years. Yeah, that's a lot to inherit in. Her Majesty said she has business at the Ocean Palace. None may pass until our return. Huh. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to find something to keep us busy and tide us over. What we can do to pass the time. Lady Shala's pendant was made from the same redstone as the Mammon machine. When she prays to the device, the pendant glows with an unearthly light. So this lady's named Shala, eh? Shala! Oh, Janice, you've returned. Is something wrong? The black winds. You feel the foreboding too? Don't worry, it will be alright. Here, keep this close. What is it? It's an amulet containing my prayers. If something should happen, it will keep you safe. I wish that I could remain with you always, but Mother has other plans. That's not our mother! She looks like her, but she's not the same inside! Even still. Forgive me, Janice. Pardons, Your Highness. The Queen requests your immediate presence at the Ocean Palace. Very well. Well then, Janice. I must be on my way. Oh, who might you be? Forgive me, my lady, but we must hurry. If we're late, I fear I'll be... Well, you know the Queen. Of course, my apologies. Don't waste your time. Alphador only likes me. I wasn't trying to talk to the cat, you jerk. But anyway, let's go ahead and follow the princess while we're at it. Because she definitely seems like a wise and very kind-hearted woman. And she has the pendant that we have on us. But it'll allow her to pass through that door. Let's see if we can try the same with our pendant. Nope, it doesn't work. It won't budge. A mere door binds us hand, foot, and tongue. What can we do? Well, there's only one thing we can do. Remember that new that's right there? We managed to scratch its blind spot. This way leads to the Mammon Machine chamber. So, let's go see what this Mammon Machine is about. But anyway, we put the pendant there. That'll actually charge it up to where we can actually now get access to those doors. So Shala was the original holder of the pendant. Yet Marl was the one who had it at the beginning of the game. Things are actually starting to look very interesting, guys. We did it! What trial awaits us next? Who are you? How did you get in here? Your Majesty, these are the bringers of disaster of whom I spoke. Indeed, they and the gurus alike. How dare you Outlanders attempt to oppose me? Fools, one and all. Dalton, seize them! Yes, Your Majesty, with pleasure. Golem! So, yep, it's boss fight time against this air-floating golem. It does look very intimidating, and it's going to be using that iron sphere to half our hit points, so... Yeah, this... So, basically the way how you're going to be able to defeat this boss is you want it to constantly copy your text. And when it copies your text, it will continuously copy them, and you won't even have to bother with it trying to actually use those magic spells, unless if you just keep the flow going, and then it shouldn't be able to hurt you that much. Well, it is still going to hurt you if you're not fast enough. So yeah, this is the fastest way you're going to be able to beat this boss for sure. Ouch. But it really doesn't use the magic so much. I mean, the magic really doesn't even hurt Chrono that much, so... If anything, we should be able to defeat this boss in no time. And if you ask me, that Golem is a pretty dumbfounded enemy. Just whatever you do, do not attack it with physical strength, because that will unleash its iron spheres as counterattacks. And then you would pretty much be brown bread when going up against this monstrosity. Yeah, we should be getting close to defeating it now. This wasn't really a hard boss to go up against either way. And every time when it dies, it unleashes a gaseous burp to try to do some heavy damage onto us. But it won't even kill our party members that quickly. So if anything, you should be able to get, defeat the boss very fast. But it does do the lightning-based spell really badly, and does a lot of damage that way too, so... So if anything, you would probably want to try to have the water tech be copied, because that's the only way you're going to be able to survive in this boss fight. No, not cure. Not haste. There we go. Just continue using your ice. Or your water spells there, Marl. Should be close to being dead. I know I just said that not too long ago, but I really thought that this wasn't even going to take that long. Ouch. Yeah, you probably better heal Chrono's hit points while you're at it there. Cure you, and then we'll have you use lightning. Okay, Mimic Dalton. Blurp! Yeah, that does a crap ton of damage. Well, maybe not a crap ton, but still hurts us. But yeah, that's that boss fight. Oh, my poor golem! You'll pay for that! Oh, no. Fear not, I won't kill you. Not immediately, that is. I'll allow you to sample every type of pain and fear imaginable first. By the time we're through, you'll be begging us to end your suffering. Ah, what delicious diversion. Such a dastardly queen, if you ask me. Idiots. What will you do, Shala? Let us help them. I don't think it'll be of any use, and you'll be in trouble if you let them escape. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Such a strong-willed woman this Shala is. And they just might be able to rescue Melchior. Melchior, you say? Did something happen to him? But he's in 1000 AD! Oh, wait a minute, this is before he came to 1000 AD. Are you alright? Quickly, you must flee the palace. And if you can, please free the Guru of Life. He was sent to the Mountain of Woe for opposing my mother's plan. Please, you must help him. I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Your meddling tires me. It seems I'll need to put an end to you here. No, you mustn't! Don't! Very well. I'll spare their lives. But in return, you will cooperate with me, Shala. Yep, it's time travel. Everything is all weird. Yep, you got that right. I was wondering if you were ever going to show back up there, Lord Doom. Now, show me how it is you came here. But you came at an alright time, because we're about to close off tonight's live stream segment. So you came through here. Now, Shala, once I throw them in, you will seal the portal shut. No, you can't make me! You will obey me. Their lives are at stake. Oh, you were just lurking a bit? Oh, okay. Very well. Alright, we're going through the portal. Now they're gonna shut it. And we can't even get back to this time period unless we find some other way we can actually get back here. Because this is a very eccentric point in the plot where we need to be at if we're gonna stop Lavos. Please forgive me. Hey, it's okay. You only did what you had to do. Why did the Prophet let us go? Where has Magus gone? I will not allow him to escape until he has answered for the past. Wait a minute. The design for the door that the pendant opened. I've seen it in other places. Yep. And that place too. In 2300 AD. And that's where that old man was. A curious crest is engraved here, and a mysterious force seals it shut. Could that be one of the gurus? Let's check it out, Chrono. Yeah, I'd love to check it out, but seeing as how we're already near 10 o'clock my time, I'm going to go ahead and save my progress, and we will wrap up this live stream segment for tonight. So, let's go ahead and quit the game as is, and then I'll give you guys some final things to say before logging off for the evening. So anyways, I hope you all really enjoyed that live stream segment. I did a lot of catching up with Chrono Trigger, as I desperately needed to do that, so that way I can continue playing that for you all. I don't know exactly when the next time I'll get to it, hopefully by next week, but if not, then it'll probably be the week after, but I will try to aim for next Thursday if I end up doing like a one-time segment for Mega Man 11 when that releases, but who knows. But anyway, we're coming into Friday, and of course with Friday, which is tomorrow, the live stream will be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for the weekend, for Friday and Saturday coming up. And of course, for this weekend, we will be resuming Trails of Cold Steel 2, and we're gonna, get back to where we left off, and we're gonna progress even further into that game. So anyway, guys, I hope you like what you just saw out of this live stream segment. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified of whenever I go live with my live streams. And you can also follow me on youtube.com/RRPGReviews for where I do my created content. On there, and you can also follow me on social media as well, like facebook.com/RRPGReviews. That's my Facebook account. Well, not my Facebook account, but my Facebook fan page. And you can also follow me on twitter.com/RRPGReviews, because that will actually take you to my Twitter account if you want to follow me from there. And make sure that you are following me on those social media sites, because that's where I update on when stuff goes up for my live streams and all that, because that's the only way you're going to stay up to date on when my live streams go live, and when my live streams or what it is that I'm going to be streaming on those live streams. And I'm also part of the Geek Fighters, which is a collab group that myself, Fighter Chaos, and 16-Bit Jeff are a part of. And if you follow us on there, we do our collab live streams every Saturday. This Saturday we will get started with Suikoden 1, and then next Saturday we should get started with Ghostbusters the video game to cover our month of October with a scary game live stream, or something that deals with the month of October with Halloween eccentric stuff like Ghost or anything. And since Ghostbusters deals with Ghost, we'll actually be looking into that throughout the whole month of October, and that ought to be a lot of fun. And also be sure to follow 16-Bit Jeff and Fighter Chaos with their own Twitch stream pages, so that way you can stay up to date with their live streams of whatever they decide to stream and all that other good stuff. And we also have our own Discord server too, and to get access to that, just scroll below the video page of where you're viewing this live stream, and you should be able to get access to our Discord server with the tab that's on there. And you can also get access to those other places that I told you about that I have in place for the tabs that I just have in place right below the video player, so that will take you immediately to those sections instead of trying to go towards the links that I posted in the chat there for you. But anyway, guys, that's all on my end about what I have to say for tonight. I hope you all join me back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for when we resume Trails of Cold Steel 2 by Nihon Falcom and Exceed Games, and we'll enjoy a nice, great weekend of that game for you all. So, to sign off, I just want to say you all have yourselves a good morning, a good afternoon, or even a good evening. But for the most part, you have yourselves a very fantastic day. This is Double RPG signing off by saying Godspeed and game on, gamers, and I bid you all a good night. So, peace out.